All right. So guys, this is not going to be the easiest video for me to make. There's definitely been videos that I've been more excited and more ready to film. But at the end of the day, I promised you guys as my students, the people I post content for, the people I care about and want to teach how to trade, that I would be truthful and I would be transparent. And no matter what the situation was, that I would never be afraid to be a transparent trader. Even if it meant like I had a losing month with 30 straight L's, lost 30 grand that month, I would never be afraid to show you guys that. I've done live trading, live back testing. Oh my goodness. And I genuinely hope you guys gain value from my channel. But without further ado, I just don't feel that I am in the right spot right now to move forward with my trading. Am I quitting? Absolutely not. I love trading. It's my full-time job. It's changed my life, not only financially, but in a disciplined way, in a way to grow as a person. And this video is not easy to make, not only as a trader, but I'm going to get extremely vulnerable as a person as well. And that is not always the easiest thing to do when it comes to posting it on a screen full of thousands and thousands of people. I mean, I have 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I have 20,000 followers on TikTok. I have 10,000 followers on Instagram. I mean, combined, like almost 50,000 people are going to potentially be seeing this video if you do, official math like that. And so not only as a trader am I trying to be truthful here, but also as a person, as a Christian, etc. Basically, what I'm getting at here is I just think mentally I am not in a place to continue my trading as of right now. As I stated before, I'm not quitting. I love trading. It's my job. It's what I do for a living, and it's what I've worked so hard for, dedicated myself, and sacrificed a lot of my teenage years and young 20s to get good at this industry. So I'm by no means quitting. But as a Christian, I am mentally not there to be a trader right now. I am greedy. I have an ego. I am not humble. And no matter how many times I get on the camera every day and I preach to you guys to be humble, to be people of God, to act like, a good mentor towards people, and to do that in my own life, I struggle on a daily basis. And I know we all have our struggles, we all have our sins, but I just feel like it's been overwhelming me for a long time now. I was talking to a spiritual father in my life one time, and he said it is very hard for a Christian to be a day trader. And you might be like, huh? Wait, what? Listen to it again. He didn't say it is very hard for a trader to be a Christian. He said it is very hard for a Christian to be a day trader. Say that to yourself a couple times. You might have had it backwards. Because what does trading involve? It involves money. And what is money the root of, as the scriptures say? Evil. Okay? Now, money can be used in a great way. I'm not one of those people that says nobody can go out there and become successful. That's not who I am. I know money can be used in a great way. But what does also money create in 90% of people? Greed, ego, the willing to be unhumble, the need to buy as many fancy and as expensive cars and watches as you can. If we look at the scriptures and what the Christ encourages us to do when he's here on the earth, he encourages us all to give our money away, that the one who gives their money to the poor is rich at the end of the day. I mean, we look at the story in the Gospel of St. Matthew where Christ encounters the young king, and the young king says, how do I get closer to you? And Christ says, go sell all your possessions and you will be close to the kingdom in heaven. And he can't do it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm greedy. I'm continuing to take trades that are full of greed. I'm extending take profits. I'm not getting off the charts after one loss, etc. And it's not that my trading's been bad. These past few months have been great. I've been up like $20,000 in one month, $14,000 in the next month. It's not like the results are bad, but my sin is festering in my trading right now. My greed, my unhumbleness, my ego, the ability to not be a Christian-like day trader. If we look at the Desert Fathers, some of the greatest Orthodox Christians to ever live, the monks, the Desert Fathers, they talk about why they went in solitude, and specifically to get away from the roots of evil being money is one of the reasons. So a lot of men look at stuff like this and they think in the world these days like, oh my goodness, like I need to go. I need to go 100%. If I'm not making $1,000 a day and everybody else is, then I'm just a failure. It's like, no, bro, you're really just listening to the world and you're not listening to God and the church fathers, etc. when you think like that. Because the church fathers and the Christ and the God man, as we speak of, have really spoken against money, not in a way where like nobody can have it, but in the ways that I'm acting these days, and the way that most people are acting these days is where they speak against it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. I wanted to hop on here and let you know that I am struggling with my greed really bad. I'm a full-time day trader. I love Jesus Christ. I'm an Orthodox Christian, but I am struggling. It's been hard. It's been a terrible process for me these past few months. And even though trading has been good, I've been festering in my sin. And that's the result of my trading being good right now. And I need to get myself mentally to a point where I can, like I was last summer, be able to hop on the charts and be able to notice that, Christ is still with me. That, I mean, I know he'll always be with me, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, I think you guys get the grasp of this video. I'm kind of losing like my train of thought here because I'm getting lost in the moment, but you guys know what I'm saying. Mentally, I'm just not there like a Christian is supposed to be when it comes to how a trader is supposed to act as a devoted Christian. So the reason I'm doing this is because I want to cut off the source of my sin. To be honest right now, like I'm struggling more with greed and ego and not being humble on the charts more than I am with my lust. And I've struggled with lust a lot, as a person, as a human, as a Christian. And it is honestly, I was speaking to a spiritual father of mine, like I said previously in the video, greed and the love for money is honestly harder to overcome than lust. Like it really is, because people have this idea that you need money to live. You need money to do everything in life, which has its truth in its own way. But when people get hooked onto stuff like that, it's like, wow, I need money. I need money. I need money. And it's like, I got to chase the bread. No time for girls, no time for friends, no time for God. Like, I just got to chase the bread. And it's a terrible mindset to have. And so, for example, the reason I bring up the lust thing is because I'm sure you guys have heard common before if somebody is struggling with lust, whether they're male or female. What does the spiritual leaders usually say? What do the influencers usually say? You have to cut off the source of it. So if you're struggling with lust, but every time you open TikTok, you see somebody dressed in a lustful way, maybe the source is to get rid of TikTok. Now, why do most spiritual fathers say things like this? Because we look at the scriptures in Matthew where it says, okay, if you are sinning, cut off your right hand. If your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off. If your eyes cause you to sin, rip them out. Now, does that mean Christ is telling us to literally grab our eye and rip it out? Absolutely not. But you guys get the analogy in the parable in that. If your eyes are causing you to sin, get rid of the source. So if my day trading right now, hopping on the charts and seeing thousands of dollars every day floating on the screen is causing me to be a broken sinner, and be greedy and covetousness, etc., then I need to cut off my trading for a while. So I just want you guys to know that I love you all. I'm always going to be here for all of you. This is just a see you later. It is not a goodbye. I will still be posting free content on my Instagram and my TikTok. You can follow them down below right there. So yeah, there will be free content on there. I'm never going to stop helping you guys. Just because I am taking some time to reflect and pray and not be on the charts for about a month or so doesn't mean that I'm not going to answer any of you guys' questions or continue to help you guys. So down there below is my Instagram, my TikTok, and obviously my YouTube is right here. There will be tons of free content continuing to come out. As far as the mentorship goes, I've gotten a crap ton of emails about when am I releasing the mentorship and stuff. Right now, I just have to figure out where I'm at with this mental block and, my path and my journey and stuff like that. And then after that, I should have an update for you guys with the mentorship. But nevertheless, don't worry about that because I will most importantly, have free education for you guys. That's another thing I've been struggling with when it comes to the mentorship and stuff. It's like, as a Christian and as a believer and as somebody who knows the teachings of Christ and the church fathers, etc., do I really want to be charging people thousands of dollars just to learn how to trade when I could literally be a good Christian and post free content? So that's another thing I'm just working about right now. So just bear with me, guys. Like I said, it's not a goodbye. It is simply just a see you later. Leave some comments down below. DM me on Instagram, TikTok of some videos you want to see, of some content you want to see, etc. Like I said, it is just a see you later. This is not a goodbye. I love you all. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I'll see you guys soon.